Hey everybody, this is Angela Savage, the daughter of IndyCar driver Swede Savage. It's time to watch stories from motorsports. My buddy, Doug Kenny, loves to share the journey of people in racing, and he is an amazing dude. Drivers, owners, fans, and team members, watch the SFM podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny from Stories from Motorsports. I'd like to thank my buddy Josh Mabe for the YouTube work he did years ago that inspired me to create this platform. I'd like to thank my buddy Victor Sifton for convincing me to get back into it after my hiatus from 2017 to 2019. I have a very special treat for you all today with an amazing journey from an amazing racing figure. Drivers, start your engines. That's amazing that you got that experience to go up to Daytona. Hoping to do that soon.
It's a phenomenal place.
Yeah, if I remember right, it's only my grandfather that's been there, although he was there for business purposes a couple times. And I think the ones he mentioned was when Bill Elliott edged Rick Wilson, and I think the other one was the upset win by Greg Sachs.
Yeah, I remember that one well. Would have to stop and think about the Rick Wilson, Bill Elliott one a little bit, but it would come back to me in a minute. But I remember the Greg Sachs day well. You put enough races in the bank, and if you ask me about a specific race, I probably don't remember much about a specific race. But if you ask me about a racetrack or a season or something, I probably got a story or 10, to do with that place or that season. If not the specifics of every single race coming back to top of mind.
Yeah. If I remember right, it was 1988, and Bill Elliott was on the way to the championship, and I think it was one of the first races for the 4-car, and it was Rick Wilson driving, and Rick was the hometown favorite since he was from Daytona, and he was passing Bill on the final lap, but made his move too early, and then I think Elliott edged him by like a foot, and if he had just been a little bit more patient, I think he would have won that race.
Yeah. It's always hard to
know for sure.
Second guess and go back, and unwind it until you've done it. You do what you think is best at the time when you're making these split-second decisions, and obviously it didn't work out. Rick's a great guy.
Yeah, I've heard good things about him. Didn't he replace Richard Petty, I think, when Petty retired?
He did drive the it wasn't the 43, but he did take over the Petty Enterprises ride, yeah. And Rick is one of those guys, came from a hard-working background and found his way to the biggest levels of the sport and succeeded. And I saw him a few years back. I don't remember how many now, but he was doing great and looked like he hadn't aged a day.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of him. He looks pretty much no different than he looked at Daytona, aside from just his blonde hair, I think, becoming a little bit more beige, sort of, I think.
Yeah, that happens.
So were you broadcasting the July win by Dale Jr. at Daytona in 2001?
Yes. That was the first race for NBC Sports in its full-time NASCAR coverage. They had done the Homestead season finale for a few years prior to that. But when NASCAR aggregated all the rights back instead of being with the individual tracks and split it into 2 packages, that July 2001 Daytona race was the first for NBC Sports. Prime time, Saturday night, big event, big outcome, just a big moment for a lot of people.
Yeah, I remember seeing footage of Michael Waltrip doing burnouts with Dale Jr. and then hugging. That was awesome to see, Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please hit like and subscribe if you did so, and please continue supporting our amazing guest. And everybody, we'll see you next time on SFM.
Hi, this is Ted Warner speaking. While the checkered flag is waved for this program, stay tuned for next week for the next episode of SFM. Thanks to Doug Kenny for what he does for motorsports.